All right. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Winter Weather Webinar 2 for Southeast Texas. Going to be giving you guys an update on the upcoming extreme cold and possible winter weather hazards for this upcoming weekend. So for the situation overview, our key messages going forward is going to be really talking about the dangerous cold that is going to be moving into the area this weekend. With prolonged periods of below freezing temperatures possible Saturday night through Monday morning. Wind chill values for most of the area will be down into the single digits or teens. And then there's going to be the possibility of hard freezes nightly. So that's temperatures below, at least below 24 degrees, Saturday night through Monday night. We are also be monitoring the potential for icy conditions. There is a chance for freezing rain Saturday morning through Sunday afternoon for most of Southeast Texas. The greatest risk for that accumulating ice will be in the Piney Woods and Brazos Valley, but that risk extends all the way possibly to the coast, especially for elevated surfaces. Preparations should be completed by Friday afternoon as that cold front moves in Friday night, and conditions will be deteriorating possibly Saturday morning. So again, this is the timeline at the bottom of the screen for generally the whole region. We are looking at rainfall ahead of the front on Friday afternoon to Friday evening. And then as we get into late Friday night into Saturday morning, that brings us the potential for some freezing rain. The freezing rain changeover will be happening from the north part of our area, so in the Piney Woods, Brazos Valley region, and then moving southward through the day. The big question that we are all going to be watching in the next couple of days is how far south that freezing line gets to. And then these icy conditions will probably linger through into Monday. And again, we're looking at freezing temperatures possibly beginning Saturday through continuing into Monday. We have issued a winter storm watch for most areas along and north of I-10. For the potential for that freezing rain. Again, this is a winter storm watch, which means that the winter storm warning criteria is possible. Some of this area may be converted into a winter storm warning or an ice storm warning as we get closer to the event. Some part of this area could be converted into a winter weather advisory, and the possibility of this configuration could change in the next couple of days. So really within this watch area, we're watching for the possibility for hazardous travel conditions, weather-related power outages, and people should be prepared to adjust travel if possible. We have also issued an extreme cold watch for all of Southeast Texas for Saturday evening through Monday. This is for the dangerous cold wind chills down to possibly 5 to 15 degrees. We're going to have prolonged hours of sub-freezing conditions possible. And it's looking like our coldest period will be set Sunday night into Monday. We'll be advertising the 4 Ps of cold weather preparation, people, pets, plants, and pipes. So again, what's causing this? We have a cold front moving through the area Friday night into Saturday morning. And then there's going to be lingering moisture behind that front that's going to be overlapping with cold air moving into the region. I do want to highlight that we are looking at from some scattered to widespread rain showers on Friday. So it could lead to some issues for any pre-treatment of roadways, as there could be some washing away of any treatment. So first, I'm going to dive into the freezing rain potential for this weekend. The confidence is increasing that at least portions of the area will see some freezing rain. I do want to highlight that winter precipitation is tricky. Small changes in the conditions can lead to big changes to the forecast. And we are still kind of a bit far out to really get some high resolution guidance, which should be coming into play beginning tomorrow, which should help improve some of this uncertainty that we're seeing. Again, kind of looking at, as of right now, for the Piney Woods and down through kind of Montgomery County, we're seeing kind of a high chance to see some amount of freezing rain during this period, with chances greater than 60%. And then down along the I-10 corridor, it's down to about a medium chance, 30 to 60%, and then lower down towards the coast, but not zero. This map here shows the probability of freezing rain greater than a tenth. So this is where we're starting to see some accumulating ice. Again, we're seeing the greatest risks across the north, but some of those medium chances, 30%, gets down towards the I-10 corridor. For this, this starts to bring the possibility of some weather-related power outages, as we also be dealing with some elevated wind gusts, which I'll be getting to shortly. Any weak, damaged tree limbs may begin to break, possibly with these higher wind gusts, and elevated roadways and surfaces become hazardous. This next map here shows the greatest probability of it shows the probability of freezing rain of a quarter inch. So this is getting to some more significant accumulating ice. Again, the greatest risks for this is across the Piney Woods region. With this, it just increases the risk for some weather-related power outages. Tree limbs may begin to break, and roadways and surfaces become hazardous, even ones down along the surface, ground level. So right now, this is kind of what we're thinking as the most likely solution for ice accumulations this weekend. As you can see, we see that freezing rain line accumulations down kind of around where we have the winter storm watch, kind of along and north of I-10. Again, the possibility of the greatest ice accumulations will be across the Piney Woods and Brazos Valley. But as of right now, let's not focus too much on the exact amounts. We're just really kind of trying to nail down the areal extent to be watching. So this map here shows the reasonable worst case scenario. So it's about the 90th percentile of ice accumulations this weekend, which shows, we have possibility of ice accumulations down all the way to the coast with some more of those more significant ice accumulations greater than a quarter of an inch north and west of Harris County. Again, there is high uncertainty with this. Small changes in the atmospheric conditions can lead to big changes in these numbers. So don't focus exactly too much on the exact amounts. Again, this is just mainly for trying to figure out where in the area we should be watching. I mentioned earlier about the possibility of some elevated winds this weekend. So we are looking at strong north to northwesterly winds with gusts around 20 to 30 miles per hour possible Saturday through Sunday. This map here is kind of where we're thinking around where the peak of the wind gusts will be, which is Saturday night, showing we have wind gusts climbing to 20 to possibly 30 miles per hour across the area. If this happens and coincides with any of the ice accumulations, that will lead to greater risk for some weather-related power outages. And these elevated winds could be possibly more prolonged. We're looking at across the area wind gusts approaching 20 miles per hour as early as Saturday morning, and then continuing through Sunday evening. But again, we're looking at that kind of peak window for the highest wind gusts being a Saturday evening into Sunday morning. Moving on to temperatures. So this here shows the probability of various temperatures for low temperatures Saturday night. The left-hand side is for freezing temperatures, temperatures lower than 32 degrees. The middle map shows the probability of a hard freeze, so that's less than 24 degrees. And then on the right side is the probability of low temperatures dropping into the low teens. So as you can see, starting Saturday night, we have pretty high likelihood of freezing temperatures down all the way to the coast, with the possibility of a hard freeze for most areas north and west of Harris County. And when we get these hard freezing conditions, that really increases the possibility of burst pipes, especially on the possibly the interior side of buildings. And then Saturday night, we are seeing about a 50% chance of dropping down into the low teens across the Piney Woods and Brazos Valley. The coldest night of this event is looking to be Sunday night. This map here shows the breakdown from the previous slide, with the freezing temperatures on the left, hard freeze in the middle, and down to the lower teens on the right-hand side. As you can see, on Sunday night, there is a high chance for a hard freeze across pretty much most of the area, other than maybe the barrier islands. But even there, we're getting around a 50% chance. And any wet surfaces that lingers from the precipitation from earlier in the day will have a chance to either refreeze or freeze that night. And those low temperatures down into the lower teens is becoming more likely for areas pretty much north and west of Harris County. But, really any areas north of I-10 will be in play. And then I'm also including Monday night's forecast because we are anticipating this cold air to kind of stay in place into early next week. And again, we're looking at the possibility of another hard freeze Monday night, especially for areas north of I-10. This is going to be a prolonged cold event. There is increasing likelihood that temperatures will not rise above freezing on Sunday for most of the area. So this chart here shows kind of a 3-hourly breakdown for the temperatures across the area in our forecast right now. We are still a couple days away, so don't really focus too much on the exact numbers because these will likely change by a couple degrees or so. But really, it's just highlighting that we could see temperatures drop below freezing Saturday night and then not get above freezing until Monday. So any of the freezing rain that fell Saturday into Sunday morning will be slow to melt for areas that even do rise above freezing because we may only get into the mid to upper 30s. And really want to highlight that this is going to be some dangerously cold wind chills, especially Sunday night through Monday morning. This is what is triggering our extreme cold watch across the area. We have single-digit wind chills for pretty much the entire area for most areas Sunday into Monday morning. And then, we're seeing wind chills dropping below freezing Saturday afternoon, and the wind chills may not rise back above freezing until Monday morning. So it's going to be a pretty prolonged period of cold weather. I do also want to highlight so that we are monitoring some marine hazards. This cold front will usher in some strong offshore winds, 20 to 30 knots, with possible gusts to gale offshore Saturday afternoon through Monday morning. This strong winds will lead to rough bay waters and seas increasing to 7 to 10 feet. And we'll also need to monitor the potential for negative tides. Some considerations for this, the high winds over the waters will bring wind chills down into the teens to low 20s, even over the open waters. And there is the potential for icing on any exposed surfaces, especially for anything made of metal, plastic, glass, or anything on elevated structures. Again, you can visit this URL here to get a big list of various infographics that we share for cold weather awareness and freezing rain awareness. You are free to use any of the graphics that you find on here in your own posts. So the main takeaways and considerations, we're seeing scattered to widespread rain showers on Friday. That may lead to issues with some of the pre-treatment. We are looking at a potential for a hard freeze and dangerously cold temperatures and wind chills this weekend through the start of next week. Out of everything that I've briefed today, this is what we have the highest confidence on. We do have the extreme cold watch issued for most areas for across the entire area Saturday night through Monday morning. We are also monitoring the potential for freezing rain for most areas across our area Saturday through Sunday. A winter storm watch has been issued for areas along and north of I-10. Precipitation will be winding down for most areas Sunday morning, but we are monitoring the potential for some lingering coastal showers into Sunday afternoon. There is still high uncertainty on the ice accumulations, but the threat is increasing that at least some amount of accumulated ice is possible, especially within that watch area. We should begin to see confidence increasing tomorrow as additional guidance gets into range. Again, we want to really highlight, that the hard freeze and dangerous cold for this weekend, we'll be utilizing the 4 Ps for cold messaging, the people, pets, pipes, and plants. And then we are looking at potentially hazardous travel conditions Saturday through Monday due to the icy accumulations. You can contact us through any of these means here. We will have our next weather briefing by 2:30 p.m. tomorrow, again, through a webinar. That is all I have for now. I'm going to stop the recording and then open up the floor to questions.